I'll be doing a speech on organic or conventional. That is the question. Have you ever noticed a little green, white USDA organic logo or a little butterfly on the non-GMO project logo items on the grocery store shelves? The little logos have a huge impact on our entire world. The two logos mean that the food inside of those packages are truly natural. There are many food companies that try to portray their food as natural and organic, but they're putting on a show for consumers. A company called Naked was recently exploited and subjected to a huge lawsuit because they claimed that their smoothies were natural when in fact they were not. So, Merriam-Webster defines the word natural as existing in nature and not made or caused by people, or not having any extra substances or chemicals added, not containing anything artificial, which is the complete opposite of what Naked claimed their product was, when in fact it wasn't. So they got sued. Organic food is truly all natural. It doesn't contain any artificial ingredients at all, and it's not genetically modified. Organic food is regulated by the U.S. Department of Agriculture and a third party called the Non-GMO Project. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, organic agriculture avoids the use of most synthetic materials such as pesticides and antibiotics, which is from the USDA Organic Organization. In addition, organic food is not genetically modified. The Non-GMO Project provides a great description of what it means. GMOs, or genetically modified organisms, are organisms whose genetically material has been artificially manipulated in a laboratory through a process called genetic engineering. Conventional foods contain artificial ingredients, hormones, pesticides, and ingredients that were made in a laboratory through the genetic engineering. Now that we have discovered the difference between organic and conventional, let's move on. The Non-GMO Project has statistics on their website about crops that are considered to be high risk. The crops that are considered to be high risk, which means they are filled with genetically modified organisms, are alfalfa, canola, corn, cotton, papaya, soy, sugar beets, zucchini, and yellow summer squash, according to the Non-GMO Project. I bet you're thinking to yourselves, I don't eat many of those foods, so why does any of this matter to me? Well, the reason all this matters is the foods that are on the supermarket shelves and in restaurants contain ingredients that are derived from these crops. There are many common ingredients that are derived from the crops, such as amino acids, citric acid, high fructose corn syrup, aspartame, sucrose, monosodium glutamate, and many more, according to the Non-GMO Project. If you'd like to take a look at this product and read the label, you'll see that it has more than 5 genetically modified ingredients. And this product here has about 5 ingredients. It's an organic product. And the oatmeal pies there that are not organic have about more than 20 ingredients. And you can see that it has high fructose corn syrup and many other ingredients that are not organic. And at this point in the presentation, I'd like to go over the fact that I bet you're thinking, why does this matter? Who cares about eating organic food? It's just all a scam. Well, the reason I'm presenting you with this information is that the Non-GMO Project cited more than 60 countries around the world, including Japan and Australia, have bans on production and sale of GMOs. It's a big deal. 60 countries have banned GMOs. Who cares, right? Well, the journalist of NBC News, Leah Zerbe, wrote an article about the linkage between GMOs and ADHD in kids. She wrote that the Canadian researchers performed a study with the United States for Disease Control and Prevention's National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. In the study, children were found with substantially high levels of pesticides and were twice as likely to be diagnosed with ADHD when consuming genetically modified foods. Scientists have discovered the links between genetically modified organisms and many other health problems as well. They can be found on the Non-GMO Project website if anyone's interested in reading or hearing about them. According to Anthony Guccieri of the Natural Society, California has plans to label Monsanto's Roundup, which is what is used to make genetically modified plants, an environmental health hazard, and it's known to cause cancer. In case you didn't know, the pesticides I mentioned earlier in the DNA of the genetically modified seeds of the high-risk crops that are used to produce most food on grocery market shelves. According to the USDA Department of Agriculture, it's also sprayed on genetically modified plants. So you're eating the food that's genetically modified. It's in the DNA of the seed that grows in the ground, and then once the plant grows, you actually eat more Roundup because they sprayed on it again to keep the pests off of it. In addition to all the other information I've discussed, there's a few more reasons why I think everyone should choose organic food. Food companies that serve conventional food are allowed to use cellulose in the food, and they consider it to be fiber on the nutritional label. The Food Babe, a food activist, posted an interesting article on her website recently. She wrote that cellulose is wood pulp or newspaper chopped into fine pieces. She stated that the FDA sets no limit on the use of cellulose in processed foods. Would you like to eat real fiber from foods, or would you like to eat newspaper or chopped up pieces of paper or wood? And you know, they tell you that you're eating fiber, but you're not really eating fiber, you're just eating paper. So, just to let you know that fiber that's claimed to be in the products you normally eat are found in cheese, boxed cakes, spices, and more. So next time you go to the grocery store, look at the label on the shredded cheese, and you'll see that one of the first ingredients is cellulose, and it's chopped up newspaper going on your macaroni and cheese or green bean casserole you're making at home for dinner. In addition to cellulose and a long list of disgusting ingredients, many food companies force us to eat beaver butt. Castoreum or beaver butt can be found on food labels artificially flavored, according to another article by Food Babe. So look at your food labels and see what you're eating from now on. If it's artificially flavored, there's a big chance you're eating beaver butt. If it's labeled organic, there's no possibility of you eating beaver butt. So take a moment to soak up all the information that I've presented to you. I don't intend to scare you, I just want to inform you about the food that you eat. There's a reason you walk down grocery store shelves and see that USDA Organic or the Non-GMO Project labels more prominently. The people of the United States are aware of the hazards of conventional food, and the demand for organic food is increasing. So give organic a go and see how much your life will change. Thank you.
I want some beaver butt.